Donald Trump. We don't deserve him.
Trump hit back at AOC, who wants to impeach him. I'll read the part of his Truth Social post. Quote, stupid AOC Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, not to be confused with anyone else. One of the dumbest people in Congress is calling now for my impeachment. When we examine her test scores, we will find out that she's not qualified for office, but nevertheless far more qualified than Crockett, who is a seriously low IQ individual. Or Ilhan Omar, who does nothing but complain about our country. AOC should be forced to take the cognitive test that I just completed. So go ahead and try impeaching me again. Make my day, unquote. Shalou, have you ever had anybody insult you that badly?
I mean, he went down the whole list.
Yes.
I mean, he didn't even have that much insult for AOC because he wanted to get in all the other ones, too.
Yes.
And then he wanted to get in his cognitive test. So, you know.
Which he passed 100%.
Exactly. He did great. Like nobody's ever seen before.
Yes.
But, you know. But yeah, AOC, I mean, she's been annoying this past week. She tweeted out, first of all, with her thing about the Bronx, she was trying to tease some guy from Queens. And she said, hey, I'm a Bronx girl. You know, we eat you guys from Queens for lunch. And I'm like, does she even know her district is in Queens? She represents Queens. Does she know that? Plus, she's not really from the Bronx. She's from Westchester County. She grew up in basically like a very suburban town. And so, yeah, I think Trump's great and AOC stinks. I guess that's the point.
And Emily, I'll just keep this party rolling. Is AOC as stupid as the president says?
Oh my gosh. Well, I feel like this is hilarious because it's sort of exactly what we were saying in the first block, which is like, clearly we know exactly what he's thinking, and he could have said, like, try to impeach me, make my day, but he added all that other stuff that just made him so relatable, right? Anytime you want to be surgical, you just say all this stuff. And I was thinking how AOC is this master, allegedly, of marketing and swag, right? Swag, whatever. And how she always, you know, turns things into slogans. She's this massive fundraiser. So I feel like President Trump should make shirts, again, blending our whole conversation, where maybe the front says they don't know what the they're doing, and the back says they're gutless losers, make my day. Wouldn't that be amazing? It would be like a perfect campaign shirt. I'd buy it. I'd wear it.
Yeah. Well, you know, well, listen, we have to give credit where credit is due because Go Ahead, Make My Day is famous from the great movies Dirty Harry. And, you know, Clint Eastwood would support him. And let's be honest, he's too old to argue. So, Kat, how do you think Trump really feels about her?
I actually, for the first time when I was listening to you read that, I had a few questions on my head, which is he writing these on his phone or on a computer? Because that's a lot of, right? And then what kind of face is he making when he's doing it? And then can the people around him tell when he's doing it?
Yes.
By the face, because if I like have a certain face, like Cam would be like, oh, she's talking to her sister, they're laughing about it, they're talking, you know, like, can people be like, uh-oh, he's got another one?
Yeah. Usually,
is it angry or is it a smile?
I think it's probably a direct stare, like he's just in the phone. Like I'm more emotional, like, what are you, this, oh, hell, and then I'll get all into it. Like I go through a whole emotions when someone texts me something I don't like. And then I try to put that emotions through a punch through the phone, but it doesn't really, so I have to type with my plus-size fingers, so I never quite get my words out all the way. And then AI never helps. It always adds the wrong. I'll be like, hey, dude, I think you're a and it'll correct, be like, hey, want to go beaver hunting? I'm like, that's not what I...
And also, how does he know when he's done?
Yeah.
I think he just keeps going.
Yeah.
And then True Social's like, we're out of...
A character, yeah.
Jamie, you've seen fights, arguments. You're a dad. You've had to break up stuff when you see going on. Can you help in this situation?
There's nothing I can do. I just wish I had that T-shirt Emily was talking about. Honestly, I would just love a shirt I could wear during sex that says, I don't know what the I'm doing. It would be...
They can't get mad at you. You'd be like, hey! And be like,
yeah. is right there. It is wild. I feel like Trump, maybe, if I get a little bit of advice, maybe back off the caps lock.
Yeah.
You know, if everything's bold, nothing is bold.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe do that. I did enjoy the use. I'm a big fan of a movie phrase.
Yes.
Like, I like how he said, make my day. I feel like we should use that a lot more in politics. I think it would be more entertaining. Like, maybe after Kamala talks, he could be like, what we have here is a failure to communicate. You know? A Hunter Biden video. Say hello to my little friend. You know, maybe something where Biden gets on Air Force One and he's like, oh, we're going to need a bigger boat.
And nice, Jaws just had his 50th year anniversary.
That's right.
Well done, sir.
That's right.
You didn't really answer my question, though, but that's fine. Kind of getting that with you. I mean, I went out of my way not to talk about your disappointments and your divorce and all that stuff.
I appreciate that. I honestly feel like, for real though, I feel like AOC, like, without Trump, I don't even know what she would say. Like, I'd like to hear, what are your ideas? What are you gonna run? Like, I don't think she's a smart person. I don't think on that cognitive test, I don't think she'd be able to spell AOC, honestly, if she had to try. And I just don't know. I feel like it's time to get out there and do your own stuff and just stop talking about this impeachment thing that's never gonna happen and stop wasting your energy on that.
Well, I'm going to stop wasting my energy asking you questions. My man. Up next, a musical buffoon.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.